right, my people, I am back again, just as I promised you that I'll be coming with Manchester City exclusive. You know, it's a beautiful evening here. And I want to assure you, like I promised, I'll always deliver. I know many of you guys don't really like the way I'm going about it these days because you want me to be exclusively Chelsea. But trust me, we need them. It is only when your opposition, your opponent, are watching football with you that you can argue, you can enjoy it. If you are watching it alone, you might not enjoy it, right? So we need to also discuss them, let them be part of the family, let them come over. It will make the argument, you know, the comments and everything will be more interesting in the comment section there. So I need you to understand, Manchester City, Manchester United, Arsenal, and Liverpool, let them join us, just as I'm doing. It's not easy, but I want to hear from you in that comment section. What do you think about me adding them to the channel? This is Salon's blog. It has been blue and I am blue. My blood is blue and my heart is blue. Anyway, quickly, tonight we are going to Manchester City. Yeah. Manchester City. Yeah. All right. Manchester City, their last game. We start from there. We all watched the match. They lost to Arsenal 1-0. And those of you that watched my previous videos, I predicted it. I said it to my friends that I was with them, that it's going to end either a draw or Arsenal win by a goal to nil. And my prediction came to pass. Arsenal won by a goal to nil. Now, Manchester City's next game is against Brighton. And that will be on the 21st of October against Brighton. It's not going to be easy. But I know Brighton has a match in hand to play. We know what Brighton can do. Yes, we know what they can do. The citizens, they are also ready. But the problem is that Manchester City, they also play with a lot of injuries. Kevin De Bruyne and co, they were on injury. They are now recovering. But then this is what Bernardo Silva has to say. This is what Bernardo Silva has to say. He said, it has been a challenging scenario with City slipping to successive Premier League losses away to Wolves and Arsenal, as well as seeing our Carabao Cup hopes ended at Newcastle. Even so, despite the many absentees, I'll soon go to what Bernardo Silva said. This is a write-up, sorry. Even so, despite the many absentees, City went into the October international break lying in third place in the Premier League table, just 2 points off top spot, as well as having won the first two games of the Champions League group campaign. And looking to the rest of the campaign, Bernardo Silva says, yes, history shows that Guardiola's squad know the importance of sharing the burden to help navigate the challenge of coping without influential players. This is what Bernardo Silva said. I'm not going to lie and say that Rodrigo and De Bruyne aren't important players. Of course they are, Bernardo Silva declared. Over the last few years, Kevin and Rodri have been two of the most important players on the team. It's also true that over the last 7 years, this team has always been able to react to injuries to important players. So we have to improve. Those of us who are playing, and it doesn't matter if that's Kevin, Rodri, Ruben, or whoever. This is Bernardo Silva speaking. You know, only a few weeks ago, he renewed his contract. Many have thought that he was leaving the club. But a few weeks ago, he renewed his contract, signed a new deal with the city, with the citizens. He continued, he said, we have to be ready to play the best game possibly and win matches. So we have to look at where we can improve and do so. With Rodrigo sitting out the last of his three-game ban, Bernardo once again demonstrated his versatility at the Emirates by being deployed in the key midfield holding role normally occupied by the Spaniard. Bernardo fulfilled the role in exemplary fashion and said that he was happy to help the needs of the team wherever required. It was what the manager asked me to do, he said. It's a position and a part of the pitch where I feel comfortable to play in. The Portuguese international added, I have played in the holding midfield role, but always with two. A few years ago with Fernandinho, or now with Rodri, but I have never played there alone. I feel comfortable there though, and I have played there before. Then another player, Josco Guardiola says City will use all the key learnings to make necessary improvement following Sunday's 1-0 loss in the Premier League to Arsenal. And I read what he said. The Croatian defender came close to giving City the lead in the first half, but it wasn't meant to be, as Gabriel Martinelli's late deflected shot proved the defining goal of the evening. Guardiola, however, is adamant that City will learn from our last two league defeats at Arsenal and Wolves, and said the players will draw on both the positives and negatives from the team's performance in London. I cannot say something went wrong. We played good the whole game, but maybe not enough, said Guardiola. We knew we needed to have a lot of patience and calmness on the ball. We were doing good for most of the game. Every game we prepared in the best, and we were ready for Sunday. We could have done better, but it is what it is. It's behind us. We have to be more dangerous in the last third. We will analyze it when we come back from the international break and focus on the next game. Finally, before I let you go, I want to tell you what the coach, Pep Guardiola, the master tactician, had to say. Right? You've heard from the two players of City. Now, we need to hear from what the gaffer, Pep Guardiola, the master tactician, the man that won a treble last season for them. Let's hear what he has to say. Let's hear what he has to say. It's very important that we know the mind of the coach. Pep Guardiola says it's too early in the season to worry after we fell 2 points behind at the top of the Premier League. The coach thinks or feels it is still very early in the season. There's no cause for alarm. Nothing to worry about. We lost 2 games. We still have a lot of games to play. About 30 games to go in the league. There's no cause for alarm. Relax. Calm down, citizens. Relax yourselves. We still have a long way to go. That is the job of the coach. And he is doing just that. Pep Guardiola. Yes. He said, Gabriel Martinelli's late deflector winner at the Emirates saw us beaten 1-0 by Arsenal and suffer back-to-back defeat in the Premier League. After winning our opening 6 matches of the campaign, we remain within touching distance of North London sides, Tottenham and Arsenal. And Guardiola says he is happy with his players as he tries to become the first manager to mastermind 4 successive Premier League titles. It's not going to be easy. Currently, as you can see on the screen, they are third with 18 points. Arsenal is on 20 points, being second. And Tottenham is first. Liverpool is right behind them with 17 points, as you can see it on your screen. I have gratitude for the guys. They gave everything, he said. I know how disappointed they are because they are not used to it. They are not used to losing 2 consecutive games. Man City. That is true. It is football. It happens. We do not have to win the Premier League. No team ever has won 4 Premier League in a row. We are behind, but it is October. Last season it happened, but the season is long. We have people coming back and we will try to beat upcoming opponents like Brighton and United. We will continue. So Brighton, you heard it. Pep is saying they are coming for you. Guardiola is saying that you are their next target. They cannot afford to lose the next game. Brighton and then United, Manchester United. Wins home and away against Arsenal last season were important as we overhauled Mikel Arteta's side to land the title. While there were 9 goals in those 2 matches, this clash was a much cagier affair. Neither goalkeeper severely tested, and Ederson's only beaten when he was wrong-footed by the deflected winner. It was a tight game, Guardiola added. Congratulations to Arsenal for the victory. We started really well in the first minute. They started really well in the second half. With Martinelli, they increased the rhythm. We didn't create much They didn't create much. We defended really well. Both teams at the end, one deflection was the difference. That is true. It was the first time that City have failed to score in the Premier League this season. The best chances fell to Josko and Ake in the opening 5 minutes. And the City boss said both sides' defenses were on top. They defended brilliantly, he said. How many chances did they have? We didn't have much. A very honest assertion. It is what it is. It was a tight game. In football, it happens. They did everything, but football at this level, the details, margins, and quality are the differences. My dear friend, that is what the coach of Manchester City, the citizens, had to say. I will end here because I have so much about every other club. The three that I've already done about, and including this one, we will be continuing daily on them. I'll be bringing exclusives. So stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if it's your first time. This is Celon's blog. I am reporting to you all the way from Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Subscribe, like the video, share the video, and please let me hear from you in that comment section. What do you think so far? We are on international break, but I am on a break. I only came on a few days holiday. As you can see, this is a golf course behind me here. It's late. You cannot see very clearly. You watch the earlier videos, you'd have seen it very clearly. I'll see you when you see me. Shalom and peace.